O'Connor. Isteach the Tussahe, Darren O'Sullivan tagan sé siúd isteach anoid Alan Fitzgerald agus simúil roin ha captain Brian Sheehan ha sé siúd haar naisc as ha sé measc na honnadathe agus Anna Hans go duc sé siúd isteach ag puinte éigeanniuh. Cooper 8 puinte déag faitige go dísa im léana. Maid le Roscommon agus ha Kerry ahrú diantachas son chomá. Istig sa bhaide ahrú Jeffrey Claffey tagan sé siúd isteach anoid Darren O'Malley. Sean Malooly tagan sé siúd isteach anoid David Keenan agus Conor Devaney tagan sé siúd isteach anoid Niall Kilroy. Istig sa tusa Diarmid Murta tusníonn sé siúd an chéadúir im léana sa trachamórtas agus tagan sé isteach anoid Donny Shine. An lína lántasach dóibh son ha cuaig dóhéag faitige go dtí sam léana Sen Kilbride dó faitige anna chuntóireach I méle bhaide.
Tá go dain.
Is mórn a bhla sa leis na sóg agus é sin curtha fóríige. Bhfuil sé sin builtige agus builte go crínas go háirdige. An chéad scór feite ag fearníorthair.
Scór ionach.
An struchtúr ag Kerry nimmert gcónaí den éigean ar an scíán. Nuair an Donnacha Walsh agus an Ish Cooper leis a gitóg le cuais na broige even ar fad.
Ionach agus
Sean Thurston an Ish Macham Keane a casa sheer. Ríist an ceann ísil san isteach sa chuin a Joe Merton or sa Puilí. Sé sin tóistige agus dinta go breag é sin rás. Beáí ní sa léir an son. Shear ríist. Fitzgerald pass a draw Buckley a dírig casa sheer. Ar an asóg fós nar bhéin rial an bhantáistí. Dírig dar scór a háil da hain in agus de Kerry. So sin dinta gé ríist leis an gitóg an stróir bheith take Roscommon agus iad a feheb leis an gic amach. Go míonar ha mecht fada is an 3 uair go dísa sa chléag so sin a fad dúirt é Kerry a maith lára hort. So chifa chun héamh go méidir go meach simime go dul drón ataka is móran a churson isteach sa chuine dro Donny ha sé leis hain Murta cumad súilir siar leis siúd a dro Sullivan agus é sin crothe go díal ar fadige Kerry Donaghy a cuine Murta níor bhéancha.
Ag tóir cosint an lína lá cúil agus é nóra échan Roscommon suas tá sé ann.
Stephen O'Brien amach leis hallús a go bharsa. Slán leistigh ha Cooper a sin gitóg. Ní chuir an Cooper na deis na son a mú ach O'Brien detil sé leis.
Agus cóid brúd an céins go a bhí ó Kerry an uair sin chumá. Ach féidir go raibh si just ró éasca dó ritrí an spás sin agus Cooper or is a sreacha í seo bhí sin ró Har nor ancient Lero thought that she'd go larger, I was go topic rid of the road.
Well, fire Eshin mar score over Gosheshin. 3 feet in the shot fight to get Gadisa and Liana. Got strower be Skillalin.
Skill then K's go because they location he ain't a very and darkhost, you know, cause yes no cost lay, cause yes on Orshin, Haran Trust.
David Moore in the fechin to Nord. Buckley reached. Command Shelver and guide is us boss like Buckley and Ish. Fechanse an áireach samte sásta tuairt fé scór hain é sin diantaige agus aimséige. Sach O'Sullivan uair sa casa ar an gitóg. Well ha sé bhd éire ró éasca de Kerry ag an buinte sa. Sa spás is seo chun Fintan Craig an áireach Paul Murphy in a haunta siúd agus deire blacáil úntach ar fad istigh an son ó Aidan O'Mahony an feargraf sa caintfe. Agus sé Paul Murphy a tháinig amach leis an gaid. Marco sé a dír again right a chaim siú níor aimsig sé agus sé treis deis a thuirt Murta leis an asóg. Agus é sin tomáintige Harris a dras ná agus Botún an son ó Marco sé.
Druk Botún ag an Marcan sé rud nab gan ách.
Go daim beag nach denio mat ó bhí an scór a Kerry. Agus an Council builte ag Murta. Agus go crín ar fáir na fechan to Nord mór ná horse son agus yes, it's a 4E. Two son of the cross down his curva dahiga. Crowley, Shearer draw Sheehan. Sheehan and draw David Moore now. Kieran Donaghy and Mo. And Skion Clay, a Hanon son Kern Shestach. The draw Donaghy Walsh. A Shale and Lashtig. A Grime McGarry Yancey. Walsh, Darius and Boyd to fight to get.
is scum.
Kick Gary Hebronta. Alex Nero Hostin Echra Jeffrey Claffey agus.
Yeah, no. Tactic fair what I could carry. Rinnishi Nias Lua le Colum Cooper or VCSG. For she done a watch she and Ain or so. They're Kungameshi dinner and I dinner Sharon Shin.
So Ed Sulach even Lishan Immerto Kerry Poma. Agus Keon Ellenson fight so Elman Paul Murphy and Orson.
They're one lumps at Vegan versus Selena Longpool.
Cosset Ulta Harfado Kerry. Nietzsche flourish agus well. Shan counts in Darnell Payne. Brian Sheehan a fechant an Oser agus well Bader on routine across that came to reach it.
Yeah, Sheehan were me all let Brian Sheehan, you know, yeah. Via love Curtis Jack again. Be Sean first via you know what don't Brescia Fogarton so we're the Fev. Let Dermot Murta Leshin get dog. Agus Keon Ella. We'll take Murta Same share cut. Deshmahan son Doros Comoin agus Champagne Chef fight take Devani. And Coyle Builte. Samachlesh. Yeah, Mia Lesh Bulche Garrett you know, just Tom Gui, Tashi Vigani, Roamski new con Kinchin a Vass. Ryan Sheehan. Oh son. Shisha, it's Darno Sullivan, a Gwyneth Claffey, Tarring Hunt Taloon, Real and Montoshte, Leshanaso, Bartis and Angle. Yeah, it's Croy Sheet on Don Share Reach, Dog Sheet, Dinner and I, Dinner Share and Chin, Major Gordon Grev, Cower, On Gui and Orshin, let Brava and the Lee Road, August, Viesic. Darren O'Sullivan, Carrev and Leon Thomas Curry, Shocking by Eska. Cooper, Leshin Getog, agus Fay Marion Crowley and La Hacker Yeshin Tendon and Hoistiga Mail Avoida, Shuchuin Peshkilla, Kerry, Shuchuin O'Sullivan, was Clippiok Das Leshin Getog, Hardish Dermot Martikian, Jeffrey Claffey and Cool Borda, kicked out of Kuig, Keonella, fighting son again Dermot. Shears with shoot. And she and our horse son looks at Jerome Murphy. It's Bosch and Shake Murphy.
Close them down,
so he's Khafara, Koch Nagui and Sanyo. Kerry didn't go on Shelvich Mather and Guidach, Lis Monas on Shed Dacker. Toward face score and Rohan Hoyacho Lloyders the top. Murphy, Schlone Hillastig. Murphy, Dinmistacher Void, Dinmistacher Claffey. Passashe. Ishishina so August well Mark Lucht Immerha David Henry Mad der Shell Dean's a little shot a leheid Finton Craig that should Dana van Nihil Fogan Shade a major blink to come on Co-Immer that was Co-Hishkin and shot there Gale to count and count Trichin is Fehe Gale to Kerry Trichin Day Gale to Roscommon August Murta of Wola son Harris to Drasnan. Yeah, she'll score on a kick and stare up here. Because she'll have on a core, Maklishna Lava, and it's touching the fog and the lava and shock. So, I guess, you know, Neil Roscommon fun scoring she on him or touch. If we've ruined it. Vanny, personal stock mail avoided. Boy, to get deal again. Dearman Murta. I guess Shin score, and can't score on him to Darla, the Roscommon. It's a Vader in his far. Yeah, I guess can score ain't doc because you know, we Bert Temple Murta and Orshin Mike with a Nero the shock we Aidan O'Mahony Temple Comamar Kussendor Brescia was Faust Herringsha or Steen Canacan is Marvi Rio again. All live. Avola Agasashi Stach Rohin Lee Yenig Harry John Kane. Shane with David Falk, Truchion Nishin, took with the David Moore, and Shuch with Darren O'Sullivan, Casa, Agus a Chor Harris addressed now, Agus a reached, Port Lower reached. Devani of Wollason, all in her fag, O'Connor Devani, Nishin get to Kurs na Broige, It's a Storm Gabeshin. Ross Ritte, O'Devani, a Hannah score Fadwick Shoe, agus Bert Onadi attack the staff to Roscommon.
Hannah score Conor Devani and Orshin aim for Jade fight ag Gadisha Strata Shilon with the scorny I'm sure agus ní raibh dar raibh ag actor faoin scorchin a reach fi Aidan O'Mahony sheer but is an Caden atá is an Caden atá she faking there nerve.
Tá cíocht de Blackley chur fáilte Rimishin Leroyd Ciana Bowráin is na trumí a bholacha Nero Hasta Jeffrey Claffey leis sin sa chúl do Roscommon Peisce Donaghy Machadro O'Sullivan Mach le siúd a ríist agus tá snóid Kerry a ríist le Cooper le Dreary Brendan O'Sullivan a chaim siú agus Barry John Keane Fowlwick siúd deire agus amach le Roscommon Ronan Daly Daniel Matfaka Fuinte Dale gidir na fórne Siúráilta go mé géimen Fitzmaurice Manisteoir Chirí Bras Austin lei seo I léon Srachamórtas Buirteacha ó 2009 Dá sé hain mar Manisteoir ó 2014 nar bhuaidir Creabhchamórtas na hÉireann Táchtach dóibh go neodís cúpla cluthe breise sulla dtugann siad aige Creabhchamórtas na mún Tony Shine Deireadh Mac leis agus Skildaswick hain agus Kilbride deire KV here and son of Paul Murphy ever hain neagar of Rome again David agus cuma fish in lá mar neo.
Tá sé ngacáis tá sé sa cúlas na tosathe agus just
Market Paul Murphy Brendan O'Sullivan Casa Shear Fechan Tenor leis an gitó Barry John Keane a tuairtfé score sin ceann mór míteach ar fad sin ceann even ar fad a gwin in na gaoth Barry John Keane
ceann ionach bhí ann ní an gaoth sin éasca
Griffin and Lochuli leis an Blackson do Chirí Lochuli Ellen Neil Collins a tachan Keane is a hamáint agus sé to evolver Roscommon Donaghy Deireadh sin gar amach ní rairi leis se chuin is Roscommon se chuin Neil Collins for sé puinte couple of neomh an á halfpointe fight in isige
bhí san ás ceart ag an arm ceart a rís agus léamh maith ar an immert bhíos go cáméid an líomhrá
O'Connor Brendan O'Sullivan Dylan Misteach ar báide agus leis an live Brendan O'Sullivan a Tonadí puinte aimsé go siúd is Kilbride a fechan in order Kilbride a chur san amach agus Kilbride Dro McDermott agus McDermott counts and fight to get Samuel going for Neil Collins and Lochuli Ghafuinte McDermott for sé ceann a bhain a chléach na himar an TG Car Allianz David Cahan
Léach na himar aniu ná Darren O'Sullivan i retreat éad a Kerry tá cool agus ceithre coolíon fight aige tá sé fécinn fear géir fear aclaí an méid ibre tá dainte aige aniu
Darren O'Sullivan, after the early season, lack of form, let's say, for Kerry, the first two matches not going great. 5 wins in a row and another one to add to it. You're back in the league final. How satisfying was today's performance?
We were just happy to be back in the league final and keep the momentum going. There's a lot today we can be happy with. A lot we did today we're not too happy with, but we're for another competitive game in 2 weeks' time, and that's what it's all about.
The 3 goals in the first half, not least your one. We don't see too many right-footed goals from Darren O'Sullivan, but a really important one. I think it kind of knocked the stuffing out of Roscommon now, coming up as it was to half-time.
Yeah, I suppose the old saying, goals win games. We haven't been getting too many, so that's one of the things we're very happy with, to get 3 in the first half. It would have been nice to get another 1 or 2 in the second half. Wasn't to be, but yeah, it's always good to get 3 goals in the first half. It makes it a lot harder on the opposition.
You're flying personally, but there's a lot of competition, and even though the game was over a long way before the end, Eamon emptying the bench means there's competition, serious competition for places, isn't there?
Yeah, I suppose that's been the best thing about the league for us, is the impact that every one of the substitutes have come on. And for me personally, I'm just happy to be on the field, and the boys that are coming on making an impact just makes me more driven to play well and help the team.
Good luck in the final.
Roscommon's point of view, unfortunately, they never quite got off the stool today.
No, and it's very disappointing for neutrals, because whenever a new team makes a breakthrough, all neutrals really want them. They're willing them to go to Croke Park and to win. But
And there was great excitement in the last couple of weeks down in Roscommon, obviously, with the wins they got.
There was, and it's no flash in the pan, because it's come off a lot of underage success on the 21 level. But, you know, I suppose part of the initiation ceremony of making the breakthrough is going to Croke Park and being hammered by Kerry. I mean, it's not shock therapy for any of us to have that experience. I mean, Dublin, Cork, you know, Meath, Kildare, Armagh, Monaghan, we've all gone to Croke Park and been hammered by Kerry. I suppose the key thing for Donegal is how they learn from this. You know, you learn lessons in small games and you give lessons in big games. And Kerry learned the lesson from the way that Roscommon played them in Fitzgerald Stadium, and they just came and gave a masterclass today. But I suppose the couple of positives. I mean, they scored 4 points without reply in the second half. They won the second half. I suppose really that's what Kevin McStay and the boys are saying. Go out in the second half, just try and win the second half, and they did so. But a very disappointing day for Roscommon.
And I suppose that was just about the size of it, Joe Bradley, the fact that the game was actually over at half-time. I mean, they had taken 3 sucker punches in that first half.
Kerry are at that level now, you know, like Kilkenny, where they're playing against themselves. It's a highly professional. You know, players are hitting their mark, and if they're not hitting their mark, they're not playing. You know, they're competing for places now. And to them, I suppose, Roscommon are irrelevant, and you can see that in the way they play. Like, they've got glorious kick passing skills. You know, they attack beautifully, and you've got to be right in their face and have very strong plans for them. Otherwise, you'll be blown away. And like, they're a fully armed battle cruiser now, because after that decade where Ulster teams were ahead of them, because Ulster teams had better systems. And you know, we're able to sort of outwit them. Fitzmaurice has put an end to all of that very emphatically, and they've got a marriage of defence and attack now. So, you know, so they defend like Donegal, but they attack in a way that's unique to Kerry. You know that rotating system in the forward line is very difficult to deal with.
Is it just a case, though, at this time of the year, when we're not quite flat and fifth yet at championship level, that a team with Kerry's calibre can just show their class?
Yeah,
or is there something else?
No, it's like Kildare last year. It's exactly like Kildare last year. Any lesser team that steps up against Kerry and Croke Park is going to be blitzed, and that's just the reality of it, because they're playing at a different level now. And for them, the opposition is largely irrelevant. Not when it comes to Dublin. Tyrone are going to be, you know, I think a huge force in this year's championship, but bar 2 or 3 teams.
There's a slight difference with Kerry this year, in that I think they're further on this year than they have been in previous years.
Well,
if you look at Kieran Donaghy, I mean, I've watched Kieran Donaghy during the league. He is fitter, he is playing with greater intensity, with greater discipline. He's outstanding in the air.
Cooper's looking sharp.
Cooper's looking fantastic. I mean, we saw him in his first game back, I think it was against Down. I was at that match. He came on in the second half. Eamon Fitzmaurice has played him in really, really well. I mean, against Down, they were heading for their 3rd loss in a row. And then suddenly they just came gradually, and now they're just, I mean, it's 2 months before they play in the championship. So I suppose they're still playing for something, playing for their places.
All right, let's head back to Croke Park for the moment and get some post-match